Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, according to various reports online, Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia is a real possibility. In fact, Ryan Garcia actually went as far to announce this fight on his social media platforms. It turns out this fight isn't signed yet, but serious negotiations seem to be ongoing, and yeah, I just really wanted to share my thoughts on this fight. I guess the initial point is this the fight I want to see most from both men? Absolutely not. Of course, I would rather see Ryan Garcia fight his lightweight compatriots, the likes of Vasily Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Jorge Linares, even Nakatani. I would rather see Ryan Garcia take care of his own weight class. And the same goes for Manny Pacquiao. Although Manny Pacquiao has nothing to prove to me, I've seen all I need to from Manny Pacquiao. Anything I get now is a bonus, but still, I'd rather see Manny Pacquiao fight other welterweights. So while this fight isn't the fight I want to see the most, I can see the appeal in it, I can see the intrigue, and, this fight would certainly gather a lot of attention in the boxing world. And I believe this fight would also cross over to mainstream audience, the non-boxing crowd. So this fight is definitely attractive for those reasons. Manny Pacquiao, as we know, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, Hall of Famer, all-time great, 8-weight world champion, been there, seen it, done it, multiple accolades, and he himself is a massive star in the sport of boxing. And of course Ryan Garcia, very unproven, but he brings a large audience to the table. He brings that social media generation to the table. Ryan Garcia is arguably the most popular young fighter in the sport of boxing. And, if his career pans out, he will be a megastar. He's got that sort of appeal. So putting these two guys together would be big business. So again, I see the appeal. I have to say, I would favour Manny Pacquiao in a big way in this fight. We've not seen Ryan Garcia take on the best at lightweight, let alone welterweight. I know Manny Pacquiao's a small welterweight, but still, Manny Pacquiao's been there, seen it, done it. He's experienced, he's powerful, he's explosive. We've not seen Ryan Garcia even take care of a Gervonta Davis or Devin Haney, so it would be a massive step up for Ryan Garcia in numerous ways. And of course, I would favour Manny Pacquiao in this fight, not only to win, but also to knock out Ryan Garcia. But, Manny Pacquiao, he's 42 years old at this stage. He's had an extremely long and tough career. Eventually, the wheels will fall off. As great as Manny Pacquiao is, he's going to get to that stage at some point, if he keeps on fighting, to where he's not really competitive at the top level. And the longer he fights, the more risk there is of that happening. So, Manny Pacquiao at this stage of his career, it's always kind of hard to know what to expect, because like I say, when a fighter gets to his age, they can get old overnight. So there's that aspect in Ryan Garcia's favour. And also, let's be honest, if Ryan Garcia is going to jump 2 weight classes to welterweight from lightweight, if there's anybody to fight, it's Manny Pacquiao, just because he is naturally a very small welterweight. Ryan Garcia is a massive lightweight, he's like 5'10". Eventually, when Ryan Garcia gets older, I believe he will fill out at welterweight. So, if Ryan Garcia is going to jump up and fight anybody, maybe Manny Pacquiao is the right guy. In fact, on fight night, I would assume Ryan Garcia will actually weigh more after rehydrating. So, there's that factor as well. But ultimately, I do see this as a big risk for Ryan Garcia in terms of that unbeaten record. And maybe a loss to this version of Manny Pacquiao could damage his career and credibility. However, is it a risk worth taking for Ryan Garcia? I believe so. As we know, Ryan Garcia's got the social media generation really pulling for him. He draws big numbers on social media, and some of these people watch the fight. He's already starting to cross over into the mainstream. But Ryan Garcia right now, I wouldn't really say he's got the full support of the boxing fraternity, us hardcore fans. He proved to me a lot in the Luke Campbell fight, but that's Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is what he is. If Ryan Garcia, and by the way, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I don't expect it to happen, but let's humour it for a second. If Ryan Garcia goes up 2 weight classes and he happens to be the guy to retire Manny Pacquiao, let's say he knocks him out, that is huge for Ryan Garcia's career in the sport of boxing. He's not really got the support of like the hardcore boxing fraternity right now. If he were to move up 2 weight classes and knock out Manny Pacquiao or beat him, it's huge for his career. He would win over a lot of people. And also, let's be honest, Manny Pacquiao's got a lot of die-hard fans. If Ryan Garcia, of all people, is the guy to beat Manny Pacquiao at this stage, a lot of those guys are going to, let's be honest, hate Ryan Garcia. And that generates more interest in his future fights. These guys are going to be tuning in to watch Ryan Garcia get his comeuppance, I guess. You know, Ryan Garcia beating Manny Pacquiao would be massive for his career. So it could be a calculated risk worth taking. I don't expect it to pan out if it happens. If this fight does happen, I expect Manny to win. But I can see the appeal in it at this stage. Manny Pacquiao right now, maybe they see him as beatable. He looked great against Keith Thurman in the first 6 rounds, but he kind of tailed off. That was 18 months ago now. It's been a long time. He's 42 years old, 43 in December. Eventually he's going to slow down and he's going to lose to people in which he wouldn't have ordinarily a few years ago. So, like I said, I see the appeal in this fight from Ryan Garcia's perspective. Obviously, I see it from Manny Pacquiao's perspective. He's got nothing to prove, and it's a big payday, and he's going to see it as an easy fight. I see where both teams are coming from in regards to this, and who knows, maybe it could be a better fight than we expect. I certainly believe it would be exciting, even though I think Manny would win. I think it would be quite exciting and quite explosive, to be honest. And like I said, who knows, maybe the unthinkable could happen, and Manny Pacquiao passes the torch to Ryan Garcia. That would be a huge story in boxing, it really would, and it would be massive for Ryan Garcia's career. So yeah, it's one of those fights. Like I said, in regards to Manny Pacquiao, I'm not really demanding anything from him at this stage. He's proven to me enough. So it is what it is on his perspective. And Ryan Garcia, while I would rather see him fight at lightweight, you know, I don't hate this fight as much as I maybe should do ordinarily. Usually I'm not a big fan of guys jumping weight classes and doing this, that and the other. But in this circumstance, I can kind of understand it. But like I said, it wouldn't be my main wish from both guys, I guess. But there we go. Just my 2 cents on this potential fight. Do I believe it's going to happen? I think it's got legs, but for whatever reason, I believe... For whatever reason, I don't expect it to happen, but I guess we'll see in the coming days and weeks. But yeah, interesting story. Share your thoughts below. Do you have any interest in this fight? Like me, do you still favour Manny Pacquiao to knock out Ryan Garcia? Or do you believe Ryan Garcia could do it in this potential fight? Share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Del Boy. Peace.